Welcome back to Equal Footing. We've got Ares here, Blue Trunks Babylon up against Orange Trunks India from Smiga. Ares snatching game number 1. Now, Smiga keen to try and force a draw here. And guys, if anyone wants to play in some more games after this one, against Ares, or if anyone other than Deadpan wants to play against Smiga, let me know. We could have Ares versus Deadpan maybe, or Smiga versus whoever else is around, or Ares versus anyone else that's around, so just let me know and we'll get some games underway. So we got Ares on the hunt here, abstaining from hunting dogs, going for an early barracks. Early barracks here from Smiga, so both of them looking to go for the kind of spear rush. Both going for a fairly forward hunt position as well, so it makes going spear rush a bit of an idea just to even do it defensively in a sense. Just because, you know, you won't know at the start this early on that your opponent's got the spears, but, you know, you can sort of make sure that at least you're not going to get pushed off the hunt if he is. And if he is also in a forward position like this, great, you can interrupt it. If it's rear side, it's a bit dicey and you're probably best off just waiting till he shifts to the second hunt or trying to dive his wood line. So there is always a little bit of a guessing game in the early game. No one exactly knows what their opponent's like spawn layout's going to look like, nor their own. It just sort of adds to the strategic and tactical depth of the game. Like, not to shit on games like StarCraft, because, you know, it gets played at a high level that is super refined. But I think part of the reason why it's so mechanically refined is the fact that there's no need to actually think about, oh, are my minerals more towards my opponent's base or are they further away? Are his close towards the front of his base or are they behind? No. You know from the moment you get into that map exactly where everything is. And it's only what your opponent's going to build that you really need to actually scout. And obviously in AoE you get scouts. In StarCraft and Warcraft, you don't get like a free scouting unit. Well, I mean in Warcraft you sort of get your hero, so he kind of doubles as a scout, but you need him to actually be more or less gathering for you in the sense that he can skill up and stuff, level up with kills and kill creeps for coin. So I think part of the reason why AoE doesn't get seen as micro heavy as a lot of RTS is just because there is so much strategically and tactically you can take out of the games. But right now, players, just sitting on Spear Rush. Ares actually banking a little bit of gold here, up to 4 gatherers on gold, about to be 5. So that's quite a lot of early game gold. Smiga just going to kill that hippo there. Quite a good idea actually, because if he's comfortable sitting here, he doesn't have to worry about rotating over here, which Ares is actually scouting out, thinking that Smiga would probably be heading to. Smiga going to push forward. A little bit dangerous actually, because Ares... Oh no, he's not going to push forward. I was going to say, if he did, it'd be dangerous because Ares could just come back over here and attack this. Wonder if Smiga is going to go for it, because you can see it. Looks like Ares is going to attack Smiga's... Try and attack Smiga's woodliner as gold, or interrupt his stone gathering here. Attack Smiga. But now he's pulling everything back off the food, because he's overgathered food a little bit. This is a little bit dangerous for Smiga. He's got to run through the spears to garrison. Doesn't have loom just yet. Going to interrupt a bit of gather time. Probably lose the storehouse. Ares is sticking around to take out the storehouse. Don't know if he's going to lose much out of this though. Yeah, so Ares managing to escape there with the bulk of his spears, but he's going to run into a bit of trouble here. Yeah, he might lose one or two more. Smiga's got H2, Ares has got H2. Very defensive second TC here from Ares. Knows he's possibly going to be in the back foot here in H2. What's Smiga going to do here? Bringing the Vils over, I don't actually know what this is about. I don't know if Ares can see this. Don't actually know what Smiga's goal here is. He's got the villagers over here, but he's just running. Oh yeah, he's going to throw down the TC. He's going to lose a villager though. Not ideal. The TC is going to go up. So ultimately Ares, a lot of his spears getting caught. Just starting bowman production. Again, only a single bowman, and then cutting it in order to squeeze in the stables. And now he's going to start training some more. Smiga's going to hit, but it might be a tad too late here to get any value, because he doesn't have his own range or stables at this point. But actually, going straight on the hunt, this will deny a bit of gather time here. Remember, every second these guys aren't gathering, that's 8 resources a second or more if he's on the hunt that he's missing out on. There he's having to retreat a little bit. Get on the berries. He's already got Picker's Gloves though, so not doing too badly. Getting Spear Champ, getting Lances now and more Bowmen. Second stable's being thrown down. Smiga's really got to pick up his military production here. Overgathering on food a little bit. He needs to basically put a lot of his food gatherers onto the wood for the time being, and a little bit even on gold possibly, because he's not going to be training villagers for a little while, which does save him 50 food every 15 seconds. God, it sounded weird saying that. So yeah, he's already got a bit of a food bank, and when you're not spending as much as you otherwise were, like, you really got to cut down on what you're gathering of that resource to gather others. So he's going to get a lot of gold. Probably needs to get a bit of stone as well, so he can get H3 Town Center. Because he's going to want the gold for Garda Warrior Champ, Taranga Champ, Bowman Champ when he starts getting Bowman. If he starts getting them, or if he goes for lots of stables, he can spam Blade Chariot, skip having to get that champion upgrade. But it's be rough for Smiga getting caught like this. Ares massed up a good number of Lancers and Bowmen now. Second range on the way. He's got the 2 stables and the 1 barracks already. So it's a scary mixed composition here from Ares. Smiga having to play a little bit defensively. Make sure he's getting enough production buildings to actually see himself through this. Got that H3 now, but it's perhaps a tad greedy aging up this quickly, because he doesn't have a lot to actually defend this. Mostly infantry against a mostly bowman comp. It's a really, really rough situation to be in. He needs the Taranga to get on top of the bowman and kill nothing but. In fact, the whole army should be just focusing the bowmen, other than the lancers getting attacked by spears. So this is a really rough spot for Smiga. He is focusing down the, well, was focusing down bowmen with the town center, but it looks like it's focusing down melee units now, which is not great because the bowmen have so much lower health pool. And GG, Ares takes the game. Yeah, so I think aging up there is really what killed Smiga in a sense, because he just fell behind on army and was basically fighting with an army half the size of Ares there. So I think he just needed to sit in Age 2 just a tad longer, make sure he didn't fall as far behind on army size, just so when you go to Age 3, even though your opponent's got a little bit more army, that gap isn't as severe just because the overall size of both armies is a bit larger. And you can maybe afford to sneak in a tower or two to actually help you defend as well, or start to wall off.